this is Guy with Survive Knives, and today we're going to make a video just talking a bit about the knives and their design themselves. And I just want to explain a few things about the knives and their designs. A few things about all of the Survive knives. I designed these to be a premium cutting tool. They're made using some of the best materials I can find for their applications, and I try to put them in no-nonsense functional designs. Thing about my knives is they're not overbuilt to pass abuse tests and such. They're just a high quality cutting tool for people who need a tool that just works. Something you'll notice about all of my OEM knives, starting with the sheaths, they're all a pancake style Kydex, and moving forward they're all going to have a centrally mounted drain channel with a drain hole, and all of them come with a molle compatible pant clip. They're on 1-inch centers so that you can use it on a belt, gun belt, tuck it in your pants, put it on your molle gear. This can be mounted, actually with this particular model it turned out to be square, so you can even mount this horizontally. So you can go inverted, upright, or horizontal. We also put some 1-inch slots if you want to fish some webbing through there to lash it to a pack or some other piece of kit. And we've got good positive retention. With a thumb push you can push out, but it doesn't rattle free. Looking at the knife itself, today we've got a GSO 4.1 with orange G10 scales. It's my high visibility option. This one is in Peter's heat treated Bohler M-390. Something about my knives with the designs themselves is I try to keep that look of a tool. I don't want it to, I'm not trying to sell gold-plated hammers, so to speak. These are knives that I want people to get out and use and beat up, and whatever you need them to do, they should be able to accomplish. One thing you'll notice on all my knives is I leave the laser marks on the whole way around the spine. Everything is cleaned up in the tumble process, but we don't take any extra steps to clean those off. I think it makes it look nice as a tool, and it keeps the cost down. It keeps the piece-to-piece consistency very precise. Number one looks like number 1,000, so that's how we do that. It also keeps your cost down. If I went through all this and that's extra handwork, we'd end up with a $300 4-inch knife like so many others make. I don't see it being a working tool as something that's necessary to do. As with all my designs, I encourage my users to do whatever you need to make it yours. If you would like to use this with a fire steel, these edges are a bit rounded from the tumbling process. Just take a section and take your sharpening system or a belt from a belt sander, whatever, square those edges up. That'll throw a mean spark just fine in the M390 or the 3V. They'll both throw a spark equally well with a ferro rod. You want to polish it, polish it. You want to reconvex your edge. You want to do something a bit more aggressive based on your user preferences. As long as your modifications do not cause the failure of the knife, it's covered under the warranty. I don't care what you do to these, reprofile the handles, whatever, it's your tool. And like I said, as long as you're, like, if you're to reprofile this edge to something much thinner and the edge failed because of that, that wouldn't be warranted. But if you're one of those advanced users, you know what you're doing, you want a little bit better performance out of it, go ahead. Make a real high convex edge on it. Do whatever you want. Make it really scalpely, polish it, whatever. I encourage people to modify these as you need them to work for you, or whatever makes it more comfortable for you. So moving on to the GSO 10, which also has all the design features I talked about with the GSO 4.1, with the molle compatible clip, the webbing slots. It's also large molle clip compatible. I wanted to take this time to announce that we will be doing a second pre-order promotion on the GSO 10 with some slight design revisions just based on user feedback. This is happening. I've got the steel on order. The mill should have that finished up in May. And some of the things we're going to be doing here is extending this thumb ramp forward about another 50% for a more natural thumb rest, whether you're in the standard position or the choked up position. Like I said in a previous video, we're going to open this up by at least 100%. That'll be twice as wide back there so you can fish a lanyard through without taking your scales off. One other thing based on the user feedback is in the profile, we're going to widen this up just a little bit on each side and flare this out so that it fills up your hand just a little bit better. We're moving on to some custom screw lengths with the same type of fastener, so we can get away with that now. And that should pretty much make this about a perfect all-around tool. So we'll be kicking this pre-order off in just a couple of weeks over at surviveknives.com. If you haven't done so already, sign up for our newsletter. It's in the footer area of the surviveknives.com website. Just punch in your email and hit go, and that will take you to a page to get you signed up. So that's about it for now from Survive Knives. You guys who are getting your GSO 4.1s, I hope you're enjoying them. I'm really liking all the photos that I'm getting. If you do have a photo submission, please feel free to send it to guy@surviveknives.com. Also, I've been getting really backed up with emails recently, but if you have a question, you can feel free to email me and I'll try to get to that. Just please be patient with me. If you would like to stay up to the minute, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. This is Guy Seifert signing off, and I'm going to go have a beer.